Good afternoon to you all. I think I am clear to all of you there. Am I audible to all? Namaste. I am Dr. Rajneesh V. Giri. I am the HOD in Shalyatantra Department of SDM Ayurvedic College, Udupi. So I completed my master's degree from Government Ayurvedic College, Bangalore, and then I did my PhD in Banaras Hindu University on the topic of standardization and evaluation of Gugulu based Kshara Sutra in the management of fistula in ano. So first of all, I welcome all of you who are hearing my lecture in the webinar series, and I thank the Nepal Ayurvedic Medical Students Sangha who have given me the invitation to deliver this webinar series. It is very a sense of happiness to note that even during these times, many of you are interested in enriching your knowledge. So today I would be dwelling upon the topic of rationality of different Kshara Sutras in clinical practice. So before I start off telling you regarding the various Kshara Sutras which have been tried at various institutes like Banaras Hindu University, etc. Initially, during maybe around 1960s, the therapy of Kshara Sutra was not being carried out in a very scientific or an institutional based way. It was being carried by certain folklore or certain familial practitioners like Chansis, Bengalis, etc. And at an institutional level, a scientific evaluation was not being done. In 1960 or 65, around that, there was one Dr. Shankaran who was the head of the department in the Department of Shalyatantra in Banaras Hindu University. It was he who actually started the institutional based research of Kshara Sutra. Till then, whatever way the folk doctors in their own way were making different ways of Kshara Sutras, they were trying out in different manner. The success rate was very varying and the results thus was a questionable way. So after, if you see, there are no much references of how to prepare a Kshara Sutra in the Bruhatrais. The role of Kshara Sutra as a effective treatment is told in Nadi Vrana, which is also applicable to the management of Bagandhara. So maybe it was so common, the preparation of Kshara Sutra, that in the Bruhatrais, the authors or the people who made the compendium did not feel that the process of preparation of Kshara Sutra was to be recorded in the text because it was known to everyone. But later on, the preparation of Kshara Sutra was also missing link, and thus Chakrapani Datta later said that Bhavitam Rajni Churnaihi Snuhi Kshiraihi Punah Punaha. So he says a Kshara Sutra prepared by repeated coating of Rajni Churna, Haridra and Snuhi Kshira. A Kshara Sutra when you prepare and used in Arshas, Bagandhara, etc., it causes the Bhedana or cutting of the fistulous tract. So here if you see, though there is an indication of Kshara Sutra, there is no reference as to how you have to prepare the Kshara Sutra. So after Dr. Shankaran bought in, I think around in 1968, the first Kshara Sutra was tried out in Banaras Hindu University under Dr. K.R. Sharma and Dr. P.J. Deshpande. So most of you may be knowing how the standard Kshara Sutra is prepared. So the Barber surgical thread number 20 is used. I think all of you are aware. The surgical thread called as Barber surgical thread, that to number 20, is a thread with good tensile strength which does not lose its tensile strength in spite of the coatings of the Kshara. There are other threads available in the market which cost less, which are easily available, which can also be used, but we see that the thread loses its tensile strength after some time, and it so happens that when you use it in a Kshara fistulous tract, especially if it is an high fistulous tract, a complicated fistulous tract, etc., the chances of the thread breaking down when you attempt to change the thread on the 7th day is a very common occurrence. So we have to be very cautious in using the correct thread for the preparation of Kshara Sutra. And here it is the Barber's surgical thread number 20 which plays the right role. Why? Because even after application of the coatings of the Kshara, the thread does not lose its tensile strength, because of which after keeping it for certain period of time also, the thread, as it does not get cut or broken down easily, you can confidently continue the changing of the thread without the fear of it breaking down. So thus a Barber surgical thread is used, which is fixed on an hanger and which is kept in a Kshara Sutra box. This Kshara Sutra box has a fan for drying or a heating source, and there are also certain Kshara Sutras which have UV radiations for sterilization. So now the first Kshara Sutra which was tried with Snuhi, Apamarga and Haridra, which we commonly called as the standard Kshara Sutra or Snuhi Kshara Sutra. Why? Because this was the first Kshara Sutra which was tried out. So in this there are 11 coatings of Snuhi Kshira. The Snuhi Kshira is nothing but the latex of the Euphorbia nerifolia, the Snuhi plant. This Kshira has to be collected early in the morning. You get it in larger quantity, especially in the winter season, especially when the temperature is on the lower side. So you make a stab on the plant, collect the latex, bring the latex, and immediately you need to coat it on the thread. Why? Because there is going to be a clumping of the milk or the latex, which then cannot be utilized for coating. So you do a coating of the Snuhi Kshira for 11 times. Then after it has dried well, again you apply Snuhi Kshira and pass the thread through a powder of Apamarga Kshara, and again it is dried, and this procedure is repeated for 7 times. And then again you apply a coating of Snuhi Kshira and pass it through the Haridra Churna or turmeric powder for 3 times. Thus you have this 21 coatings. Now lot of queries come as to why this number 21. See, when you start off any procedure, when there is no clarity regarding the number, you go with an obvious number. And since 21 is considered to be a holy number in our Hindu science, so thus the coatings of 21 was started, where you have the 11 coatings of Snuhi Kshira, 7 coatings of Snuhi Kshira and Kshara, Apamarga Kshara, and Snuhi Kshira and Haridra. So this thread which was prepared or which is generally made is an excellent thread. I use the word excellent. Why? Because when we see the recurrence rates move to around 1.6% to 2%. Medically, this percentage of 1.6 is almost insignificant, which can be even considered as zero. Why? Because when you go across various articles and the various published journals, the recurrence rate in surgical procedures is anywhere up to 30%, giving importance to the various types of fistulas. Low anal fistula may have less recurrence rate, whereas as it becomes a horseshoe fistula, branching fistula, high anal fistula, then the recurrence goes on increasing. So I said, to be on the higher side, the recurrence rate is up to 30%, which is a very significant percentage when you think of the recurrence. Compared to that, the recurrence rate in Ksharasutra is just 1.6%, which is highly insignificant. So thus, Ksharasutra became a great tool in the hands of Ayurvedic surgeons for the management of fistula. Thus, the patient got relieved of the disease with insignificant rates of recurrence. Another advantage is there are no chances of creation of complications like incontinence or stenosis, or the scar is not so bad as well. Thus, the science was able to establish an effective, safe and scientific treatment methodology, an alternate or a better alternate to surgery in the management of fistula in ano. Any therapy also carries disadvantages also. One of the disadvantage was the Ksharasutra which was prepared was hygroscopic in nature. If you know the meaning of hygroscopic, it is a material which absorbs moisture from the atmosphere. So until and unless the Ksharasutra is packed very well in airtight containers, it used to become moist, and thus its shelf life was getting reduced. And thus the preparation of Snuhi Ksharasutra and keeping it for longer time was sometimes a disadvantage. Plus, when the Ksharasutra was used, it created lot of pain and burning sensation to the patient, because of which the applicability, or more than that, the acceptability of the treatment among the patients was still challenging. For a therapy to be accepted by a patient, the most important thing is the patient should be very comfortable with the treatment. If not, then the treatment becomes unacceptable. Next, there is a very advantageous Ksharasutra which was tried out. This is called as Udumbara Kshira Sutra. I am using the word Kshira Sutra, not Ksharasutra. Why? Because this thread surprisingly was not prepared using a Kshara. So 11 coatings of Udumbara Kshira was tried, and this was something which was very advantageous. I recommend many of them where Udumbara is available. You can prepare this Kshira Sutra. So with 11 coatings of Udumbara Kshira, this Kshira Sutra creates very minimum scar, the healing is faster, and most important is the pain and burning sensation is created very less to the patient, because of which the acceptability of the treatment becomes more, which is good for us surgeons, because the patient is comfortable and happy with the treatment. So thus this Kshira Sutra is made with the same Barber surgical thread, but the 11 coatings of Udumbara Kshira. So the pain, burning sensation, etc. was less, but again, compared to the standard Snuhi Ksharasutra, the cutting rate was less. So the moment the cutting rate is less, it so happens that the treatment duration becomes longer. So, whenever we do the treatment, not only we need to see the results, not only we need to see the acceptability of the treatment by the patient, but we also need to see for how long the patient needs to come to the hospital. So the lesser the time the patient comes to the hospital, the better it is when you think of the psychology of the patient. So there is another sutra which is called as Papaya Sutra. So as the name itself suggests, instead of Snuhi Kshira. So Snuhi Kshira availability is little difficult. The Kshira is available more during winter times. Summer the quantity reduces, the quality reduces. Certain areas Snuhi is not abundantly available. So a sutra was prepared where Snuhi was removed and papaya was replaced. So you take raw fruit of papaya, you crush it, and whatever juice is extracted, that juice was used for the purpose of coating. And another was, since most of you, if you have prepared Apamarga Kshara, you know how tedious the procedure is. So therefore, instead of Apamarga Kshara, papain powder was used. Papain, it has good proteolytic enzymes, which is very important in extracting out the slough or debridement, what we say, of the dead tissue or the slough, which is very, very important when we think of the management of fistula. So thus, this Papaya Sutra, the number of coatings continues to be 13. So that is another good advantage as you start the procedure itself, because 13 coatings the procedure gets over early and the sutra is ready faster than the 21 coatings. And instead of Snuhi Kshira, papaya juice was used, where raw papaya fruit is crushed and the juice is taken. And instead of Apamarga Kshara, papain powder is used. So 11 coatings of papain powder and last 2 coatings was with Haridra. So the best advantage of such a sutra is the raw material is easily available. You know, papaya is very commonly available. So there is no problem of raw materials, and hygroscopic nature was less, so you can store it easily. Pain and burning sensation created is very less, and the proteolytic enzyme helps in removal of the dead tissue very easily. For example, when we take the example of Kshara, why do we call it as Kshara is, it causes Ksharana and Kshanana. That is, it not only destroys the dead tissue, but also helps in its removal. Thus, the Kshara Sutra is able to remove the dead tissue inside the fistulous tract and thus helps in its healing in a proper way. So the same thing was being done by the papain powder, and thus this was a Kshara Sutra, or this is a Kshara Sutra which is advantageous from the point of view of faster preparation of Kshara Sutra, because the coatings are only 13. Better acceptability, why? Because it is comparatively creating less pain and burning sensation to the patient. But again, the disadvantage is the time required for the patient was more. That is, the cutting rate was less compared to Snuhi Kshara Sutra. So the patients had to come to the hospital repeatedly or more number of days than Snuhi Kshara Sutra. Next, whenever people who have prepared Snuhi Kshara Sutra, as I told or pointed out before also, when you collect the Snuhi Kshira and leave it for some time, it gets clumped or it becomes hardened. Then you cannot use it for the purpose of coating. So, Snuhi Swarasa Kshara Sutra is there. Now, what is this Snuhi Swarasa Kshara Sutra? You collect the Snuhi and then crush it, and the juice is extracted, and this juice is used for coating. So Kshira was somewhere creating burning sensation to the patient. So juice was extracted and Kshara Sutra is prepared. So the number of coatings is same. Snuhi Kshira 11 times, then Snuhi Kshira and Apamarga Kshara 7 times, Snuhi Kshira and Haridra 3 times. So 21 coatings. The ingredients are Snuhi Kshira, Apamarga Kshara and Haridra. Why again I came back to Snuhi Kshara Sutra to tell you was, the previous two sutras, though advantageous, the cutting rate was less. So this is another sutra where again we go back and use Snuhi only, but instead of Snuhi Kshira, we are using Snuhi Swarasa. That is, you crush the Snuhi, extract the juice, and that you use for coating. So the greatest advantage of this is you can make Snuhi Kshara Sutra all throughout the year. You don't have to wait for winters, or you don't have to go early in the morning, collect the latex, come down and make the Kshara Sutra immediately. Anytime you collect the Snuhi plant, crush it, make a juice out of it and use it for coating. But again, the problem of this sutra is that the Snuhi Swarasa is not as sticky as that of the Snuhi latex. So when you prepare a Kshara Sutra, it so happens that the peelings, the coatings on the thread get peeled off very easily. So this is a big disadvantage. Why? Because you cannot prepare large quantities of Kshara Sutra and keep it. Why? Because after some weeks or months, the coatings all get peeled off and you are left with a thread which, when we use it, we don't get good result. If we need results, the most important thing is the ingredients which we use to prepare the Kshara Sutra should be on the thread, so that its bioavailability inside the fistulous tract is increased and it is kept for longer time. Then only there is going to be an effective curettage or debridement of the dead tissue inside the fistulous tract, due to which you can expect some amount of cutting and healing. If not, it becomes like using a plain thread. And you know, whenever we use a plain thread, the recurrence, the cutting is there, the fistula gets excised, but the recurrence rate is anywhere from 12% to about 14%. So this is the disadvantage. So if we have to have an advantage of Kshara Sutra, the most important thing is we need to have the coatings on the thread present. If not, the results would become a question mark. So continuing, there is another sutra. So many times it so happens there is always a question, why we need to use 21 coatings, why not we use 16, why not we use 10, like that. So there are many people who have prepared Kshara Sutra with around 16 coatings, some with 18 coatings, some with 20, some with 10, etc. If you see, because the number of coatings are coming down, the advantage is you are saving on raw material, you are saving on time, because the moment the number of coatings come down, the Kshara Sutra gets prepared faster. So it becomes economical because the number of days required comes down, the number of raw material or the quantity of raw material that is required comes down. Automatically the thread becomes economical, and for a practitioner it is good. Why? Because threads are getting manufactured or prepared faster. But again, the disadvantage is all these, when you reduce the number less than 21, it compromises the cutting rate. That means to say, the moment you reduce the number of coatings, though you are saving economically in the process of preparation, but the effectiveness of it in the treatment also is getting compromised. So therefore we consider the 21 coating Snuhi Kshara Sutra as standard. Any change which you make in the number of coatings essentially compromises the effectiveness. There is one more very advantageous Kshara Sutra which is very rarely used, which I would like many of you to adopt. This is called as Yava Kshara Sutra. Yava is very commonly grown in northern India. So from the fields, when you collect it, dry it, make a ash and prepare a kshara, the Yava kshara, and then use it for Kshara Sutra. This is a wonderful Kshara Sutra. People who have a chance for getting this or preparing this Kshara Sutra need to adopt this. The coatings is same. You take Snuhi Kshira, give 11 coatings, then Snuhi Kshira plus Yavakshara 7 times, Snuhi Kshira and Haridra 3 times. So the coatings is 21. The raw materials are Snuhi Kshira and Yavakshara and Haridra. This Kshara Sutra is really a wonderful Kshara Sutra with almost no disadvantage. That means to say, the pain and burning sensation created to the patient is less, raw materials easily available, more economical, less laborious to the doctor to prepare it, and the cutting rate is also almost same or even better than Snuhi Kshara Sutra, standard Snuhi Kshara Sutra. So, people who can access Yava and prepare Yava Kshara, so Yava Kshara Sutra is essentially a very advantageous Kshara Sutra. So till now, whatever Kshara Sutras I have told, compared to standard Snuhi Kshara Sutra, the Yava Kshara Sutra is something which is a very advantageous treatment or advantageous Kshara Sutra which you can really prepare during your practice. Next, there is one more Kshara Sutra called as Ghrita Kumari Kshara Sutra. As the name itself suggests, since the pain and burning sensation is being created more, so the Snuhi component was removed and it was replaced with the pulp of Kumari or pulp of aloe vera, and thus we have the Ghrita Kumari Kshara Sutra. So here you have the raw materials Ghrita Kumari, you have the Apamarga Kshara and you have the Haridra, and the coatings is 21. That means you are making 11 coatings with Ghrita Kumari pulp, then Ghrita Kumari pulp and Apamarga Kshara 7 times, Ghrita Kumari plus pulp plus Haridra 3 times. As the Kshara Sutra and the raw material itself tells you, the raw materials are easily available throughout the year. So, preparation of Kshara Sutra is very easy. And next, it is available throughout the year. So, you can prepare the Kshara Sutra anytime. Next, preservation is easy because none of the material is hygroscopic in nature, and the pain and burning sensation which was created in the patient by the standard Snuhi Kshara Sutra was very less. So again an advantage. Thus, this is also an advantageous Kshara Sutra. But again there is one disadvantage here, is that the Ghrita Kumari is not sticky in nature. So what happens? The material gets peeled off very easily from the thread, and thus again the shelf life of the thread is very less. So you need to keep on preparing small quantities of Kshara Sutra repeatedly. If not, the effectiveness of the Kshara Sutra becomes less. Then there is one more Kshara Sutra called as Tankana Kshara Sutra. This is also a Kshara Sutra which is very nice. I told you about Yava Kshara Sutra now, which is advantageous. This is another Kshara Sutra which is very advantageous. Very less used. So people who are hearing this can always prepare a Kshara Sutra with this. So what are the number of coatings? Number of coatings is 21. The raw materials are Snuhi Kshira, Tankana Kshara and Haridra. So how do you prepare it? 11 coatings with Snuhi Kshira, 7 coatings with Snuhi Kshira and Tankana Kshara, and 3 coatings with Snuhi Kshira and Haridra. So the advantage is Tankana Kshara is easily preparable or available. The raw materials are available all throughout the year, so you don't have to worry when you have to prepare it, or you need not prepare large quantities when the raw material is available. This is economical. better tolerated by the patient. That means to say, during the procedure of change or during the application, the pain and burning sensation caused is very less. And best advantage which I have to tell you was the ingredients are less soluble in water. Now, what is the advantage? Now, when you apply this Tankanakshara and prepare the Tankanakshara Sutra, and you place the thread in the fistulous tract, since it is less soluble in the water, the time duration of the raw materials being available within the fistulous tract is for longer time. Thus, the effectiveness of the treatment is more. So, this is the biggest advantage of this Kshara Sutra, and it is more effective also than the standard Snowy Kshara Sutra. I think all of you know we change the thread once in 7 days. Why do we need to change the thread in 7 days? That is because by the 7th day, almost the thread which is present in the fistulous tract is a plain thread. Why? Because most of the ingredients would have got washed away along with the fistulous discharge, or during his daily cleaning, sitz bath, etc. The quantity of medicaments present on the thread is almost nil. So we change it on the 7th day. Whereas here, since the ingredients are less soluble in water, bioavailability within the fistulous tract is higher. So this Tankanakshara Sutra is also a sutra along with Yavakshara Sutra, which is a very advantageous sutra which can be adopted in our clinical practice. Then you have one more sutra called as Aragvadadi Sutra. Now, if you see the name, I have not used Aragvadadi Kshara Sutra. Why? Because this was made by using no Kshara. So, this is called as Aragvadadi Sutra. So, Aragvada pulp was used along with Madhu and Ghruta, and this was coated for 7 times. Then Aragvada pulp, Madhu, Ghruta and Haridra was coated for 3 times. Aragvada pulp, Madhu, Ghruta and Agaru was coated for 3 times. So this was basically a sutra, not a Kshara Sutra. Why? Because there is no Kshara. So raw materials are easily available. None of the materials are hygroscopic in nature, so you can easily keep it. Preparation is faster, and this is not only economical but also the acceptability by the patient is higher. Why? Because the pain and burning sensation is not much. But the disadvantage is, when you prepare the final Kshara Sutra, it is not uniform in shape. So that means to say, when you change the thread as it moves through the fistulous tract, since it is irregular, it creates little amount of trauma. Plus, there is no stickiness in the coating. So thus, what happens is the coatings get peeled off very easily, and as a result of which, again, though this Kshara Sutra was effective, the shelf life was very poor, and hence the acceptability from the point of view of manufacturing was again less. So then there is another Kshara Sutra called as Guggulu Kshara Sutra. Now this Guggulu Kshara Sutra, the raw materials required are Guggulu, Haridra and Apamarga Kshara. Now why Guggulu was brought into the picture? Snuhi, one, availability all throughout the geographical locations of India is difficult. Certain practitioners who are practicing in metros may not have accessibility to Snuhi Kshira fresh. Second, going and collecting in morning, especially in winter season, seeing to it that it is maintained in its liquid nature and then bring back and do the coatings is very difficult. So therefore, from that point of view, a raw material was being searched which could effectively replace Snuhi, and Snuhi could create burning sensation in the patient. So we there was a necessity of searching an ingredient which could create less burning sensation and pain to the patient. Moreover, if the ingredient could have some therapeutic effect, for example, if it could be an anti-inflammatory or it could be an analgesic, antimicrobial like Vedana Sthapaka, Vrana Ropaka, Krimigna, then essentially this would be a advantage in preparation of Kshara Sutra. Guggulu has all these properties. Guggulu, it is easily available. All throughout the year you can use it. It is effective anti-inflammatory, analgesic, antimicrobial, and if you go through the Ayurvedic texts, it is Vrana Ropaka, Krimigna. Sushruta has used it for Vrana Dupana also, where for the purpose of prevention of the growth of krimi or infections in the wound, the Vranita Gara as well as the Vrana was exposed to the Dhuma of Guggulu. So, the Guggulu was used for the preparation of Kshara Sutra. Now, how do you use Guggulu? All of you have seen Guggulu. It's an hard material. So, you needed a media in which you could dissolve it. And therefore, many medias were tried and Guggulu was best getting dissolved in ethyl alcohol. So, Guggulu was dissolved in 6 parts of ethyl alcohol. Almost it was kept in ethyl alcohol with constant stirring, and once it got stirred well, it was filtered, or the supernatant portion was used for coatings. The number of coatings was 21. That means to say Guggulu, which was extracted in ethyl alcohol, was used for 11 coatings. Then Guggulu extracted in ethyl alcohol was applied and then passed through Apamarga Kshara for 7 times. Then Guggulu was coated and then passed through Haridra Churna for 3 times. Thus you had a Kshara Sutra. The greatest advantage was the easy availability of raw material all throughout the year, and for the first time you had a drug in the Kshara Sutra which had very good anti-inflammatory and analgesic property. And it would be very surprising and very happy for us to note that Guggulu or the Guggulu Kshara Sutra which was prepared had very good antibacterial property against E. coli, Enterococcus faecalis, Staphylococcus aureus and Pseudomonas. When you do the culture of the discharge from the fistulous tract, E. coli and Enterococcus faecalis are the commonest organisms which are got, and many of the antibiotics are not very effective against these organisms. So, when we use the Guggulu in the preparation of the Kshara Sutra, we have a drug which effectively can act against these organisms and thus improve the cutting and healing of the fistula, and thus this Kshara Sutra was very advantageous compared to the standard Snuhi Kshara Sutra from the point of view that the cutting rate was better than it, pain and burning sensation which was created was very less, the amount of pus discharge infection was comparatively less, and thus this Guggulu Kshara Sutra is very advantageous compared to the standard Snuhi Kshara Sutra. So thus you have, among many Kshara Sutras which were prepared, you have the Tankana Kshara Sutra, you have the Yava Kshara Sutra, and you have this Guggulu Kshara Sutra, which are very advantageous Kshara Sutras. So rather than sticking on to Snuhi, Apamarga Kshara and Haridra, we can always try out these other Kshara Sutras and make our therapy far more effective, far more acceptable treatment to the patients. So thus you can try out the Udumbara Kshira Sutra, which does not have Kshara, or replace Apamarga Kshara with Yavakshara and prepare a Kshara Sutra, or replace Apamarga Kshara with Tankana and prepare a Kshara Sutra, or replace Snuhi with Gugulu extracted in ethyl alcohol and prepare a Kshara Sutra, and make your Kshara Sutra therapy, Kshara Sutra practice more effective, less painful to the patient. Now, does Kshara Sutra itself play an important role? I tell many of my students that it is not that the Kshara Sutra alone is effective against fistula. The result of the treatment depends upon the training of the surgeon, how well he is trained in identification of the fistulous tracts. It is not that you see a fistula, put a Kshara Sutra and the results are confirmed. Identification of the internal opening, identification of the external opening, identification of the branches, identification of the collection either in the posterior space or the anterior fistulous space, reducing the time of treatment by doing partial fistulotomy. All these are very important than just replacing the ingredients in Kshara Sutra. So, replace and make a better Kshara Sutra, also improve your skill and thus make the Kshara Sutra an effective treatment. So, there is a question regarding the pH in Kshara Sutra. It is around 12. And there is a question say that people say that Gugulu based Kshara Sutra causes more pain. See, I have been using Gugulu Kshara Sutra for the past about 15 to 16 years. Compared to Snuhi Kshara Sutra, I always feel that the Gugulu Kshara Sutra is less painful to the patient. So the creation of the pain also depends not only on the Kshara Sutra, it depends upon the skill of the surgeon, how he changes the Kshara Sutra, how well he is able to talk to the patient and make him acceptable to the treatment, how tightly you tie the Kshara Sutra. And most important is, basically the pain is created when there is a collection of the discharge within the fistulous tract. So maintaining a opening, external opening for effective drainage is more important to create the less pain to the patient rather than just putting a Kshara Sutra, tightening it and seeing to it that it cuts through. There is a question, what is the foundation of Kshara or Kshira Sutra or Sutra only? Like if I want to develop Panchavalkala as Kshara Sutra, in what way I should develop? See, basically you need an binding agent. The binding agent can be anything depending upon your thoughts. So, as I have given few examples, Snuhi Kshira can be used, Papayas Kshira can be used, Udumbara Kshira can be used, Gugulu can be used, Arka Kshira is used. So, there are many things which can be used. So, you need to have a binding agent and you need to have an agent. Maybe it is Kshara, or like I said, a Aragadadi Sutra where you had no Kshara at all. So, there should be an ingredient which helps in the debridement of the fibrous tissue within the fistulous tract. All of you know, when you study the pathology of the fistula, basically the inner lining is coated by fibrous tissue. So until and unless that fibrous tissue is excised, you will not have the collapse of the walls and the healing of the walls. So use a binding agent, use a material which can create debridement of the fibrous tissue, and have an ingredient which will prevent the growth of organisms. In this, I would like to add one thing. When a Gugulu Kshara Sutra was left as it is in a normal environmental conditions and antimicrobial study was done, you would be surprised that there was no organism growth on the Kshara Sutra for at least for an year. So that itself shows how effective the Gugulu Kshara Sutra was in the prevention of the growth of organisms. So it's because of this our Kshara Sutras are so effective, especially Gugulu Kshara Sutra, where it plays a very important role in the prevention of the infection or growth of the organisms locally. So thus we have not only a cutting and healing going on, but the ingredients are also preventing the infections. Can we use Ksharavarti for pilonidal sinus? See, this is basically you have to remove the foreign body from the Nadi Vrana, that is the hairs. So in pilonidal sinus there is a single opening. Again inside it is lined by fibrous tissue. So if you can put a Varti inside and help in the debridement of the complete fibrous tissue inside the tract, then surely you would be successful in treating the pilonidal sinus with Ksharavarti. But you know, even a little remnant fibrous tissue inside can result in micro abscesses which will burst open and result in the recurrence of the pilonidal sinus. So in my experience, treating pilonidal sinus by creating another opening and treating it like a fistula, or excising the whole fistulous tract, doing Kshara Karma in the sense, I think you know, when we prepare Kshara there is called as Paniya Kshara and Pratisaraniya Kshara. In Pratisaraniya Kshara also there is Tikshna, Madhyama and Mrudu. When you use a Tikshna Pratisaraniya Kshara and you apply, the whole of the fibrous tissue is excised off, and then you allow the pilonidal sinus to excised pilonidal sinus to heal by secondary intention. I think this gives better results than Ksharavarti. Ksharavarti can give results, but when you excise and apply, then it is always better. Snuhi Kshira, some people add triterpene etc. and see to it that the clumping, it's not called clotting, it's called clumping of the Snuhi Kshira, but that also can be done. But again, when you do that, it is seen that the effectiveness of the thread is becoming less. So you can always use triterpenes which prevent the clumping of the Snuhi Kshira. And Papaya Kshira in Papaya Kshara Sutra is basically, again as I said, a binding agent along with certain small quantity of cutting, just as Snuhi Kshira has. So you can use any of these Kshiras. You can use Papaya Kshira, you can use Arka Kshira, Udumbara Kshira, lot of Kshiras are available. So it is left to us to use any of these. Finally the Kshara Sutra should be able to debride the dead tissue, help in the effective curettage in the sense you should have a maintained external opening through which all the dead tissue, debrided tissue can come out. There is no collection inside, plus correct skill in identifying the internal fistula, internal opening of the fistula, the branches of the fistulous tract, plus the Kshara Sutra. All these together will play an important role in giving us success in the management of fistula. So I think I have made it very clear. In the given time, I have been able to present to you certain Kshara Sutras. I have told you the advantages and disadvantages of each of these Kshara Sutra. So it is left to your intelligence what changes you want to make those changes and prepare a Kshara Sutra which will finally be acceptable to the patients from the point of view of creating less pain, should be able to effectively cut the fistula and thus heal the fistula without creation of incontinence, without creation of stenosis, without the fear of recurrence. If you can do this, then our therapy in Shalyatantra, our proud treatment can always be proudly claimed as a safe, effective and scientific treatment for the management of fistula. I have answered most of the questions which have come up. If any, you can always message. Thank you.